Today we are going to talk about the latest with Jalen Hurts and Austin Kendall and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today we're going to talk about some more transfer scuttlebutt with Austin Kendall and Jalen Hurts. Here in the last just afternoon, Saturday, when everybody was going to be watching the divisional football games, Jalen Hurts apparently has been making the rounds, playing his version of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Just replace Carmen Sandiego with Jalen Hurts. And you get where I'm going with this, because from Tuscaloosa to reportedly Maryland to now reportedly Oklahoma, multiple places are reporting, including OUinsider.com, that dude is on campus in Norman going through his visit, and it feels like he's rushing through these to try to make a decision very quickly. Folks that are in the mix include Maryland, of course, Alabama, Oklahoma, TCU, which I didn't really give a lot of thought to until that was a word and a name and a program that you felt was being heard more than you wanted to hear it, but it's there, so I got to say it, TCU. And then Miami because of his relationship with Dan Enos. I think it's Anos. Miami offensive coordinator, was quarterback coach at Alabama, and the relationship, right? Because he's got relationships with the new head coach at Maryland, was the offensive coordinator at Alabama, with the offensive coordinator at Miami, was his quarterback coach. So those two felt like the front runners, but all along, Oklahoma has felt like a place for this dude to land, not just because of the situation with Kyler Murray and ostensibly the situation with Austin Kendall, but you're going to have to do this with a quarterback back there that is comfortable moving around in the pocket, because you seem to suspect that you're not going to have the caliber of offensive line that you've had for the past 2 years. I mean, you're just not. You're going to have a redshirt freshman, redshirt sophomore as your center and your only returning starter. There are guys for which I think Bill Bedenbaugh can coach him up, and you'll have a good offensive line. But to believe that you're going to have a Joe Moore Award offensive line, not necessarily. And more to this is you need a great offensive line in Oklahoma to get back to the college football playoff, because no matter what you think about what Alex Grinch is going to be able to do with the defense, he's going to have to build it in a hurry, and he's going to have to build it with what's already there, in addition to a 2019 class that he didn't really recruit. So they're all going to have to learn how he does things, and you're hoping for a top 50 defense, and I think they could get there. It's going to take some doing. But in the meantime, if you can secure a guy like Jalen Hurts, knowing that at quarterback right now, what you really have is Tanner Mordecai and Spencer Rattler coming in June, you're going to do it. So I would not be surprised to find out that Oklahoma becomes a favorite for Jalen Hurts following the weekend. When a decision gets made is when a decision gets made. But also, more to the point, to the folks that are on the channel and talking in the comments, because those are the people that I hear. I don't hear you if you don't talk in the comments or don't get at me on Twitter. There is a growing suspicion that Jalen Hurts cannot operate in the offense that is Lincoln Riley's. Number one, nobody in the comments at least believes that he can throw the ball down the field the way that you need to be able to throw the ball down the field in this offense. And two, they're just not sold on him going through all the reads and the progressions that you want this dude to go to in Lincoln Riley's pro raid. Nobody wants to also point to him being a winner. The dude's lost all of 2 games as a starter, and he's won a national championship. And everything about him coming out of high school says that he is a dude that you want. Now, to that point, Kyler Murray was a dude that you wanted, and Austin Kendall was a dude that you wanted. Now, J.C. Sherbert was out in front on all of this stuff earlier this afternoon, reporting that he knew that Jalen Hurts was going to be on campus today, Saturday, and he also said that Austin Kendall and Duke are showing some interest, and that would actually be a really good spot for Austin Kendall that hadn't crossed my mind until Sherbert reported that they're making contact and having conversations, because David Cutcliffe is a quarterback whisperer like Lincoln Riley. The dude put Eli Manning into the league, and no matter what you think about Eli Manning, he won Super Bowls, plural, and he was pretty good at Ole Miss. We can keep going about David Cutcliffe, but the thing I like most about this is nobody knows Daniel Jones, but they're going to know a lot about Daniel Jones by the time the draft comes around, because he is a quarterback darling for draft analysts, and that dude went to Duke, and he's left. So if you can get a grad transfer like Austin Kendall to Duke, and you can put him in position to be the starter right away, and maybe he's win some football games in the ACC, have a good showing, get some good NFL tape, everybody wins. Maybe even Duke, when we're talking about 9 or 10 games. We get to see what Austin Kendall is made of, And I would feel better about the whole Austin Kendall situation because the dude just had a run of bad luck, like Lemony Snicket, bad luck. A series of unfortunate events, right? So if he could end up at a place where he could have a pretty good season, I'd be all for it. Now there is real fire to be seen from the smoke that is Jalen Hurts to Oklahoma. We're all just going to have to wait and see. But I think if he is getting out to Norman, he obviously is interested. They're obviously interested in him. And we all know that Lincoln Riley can close. All right, that's it for me. Deuces.